So excited to have T Dub joining us right now. I mean, honestly, you've been so on fire, man. The minute I met you, you were so steeped in community. And what has it been for you? I mean, because now artists in residence at the Waterfront, it seems like a
Yes.
real heavy title. But
Yeah.
but how has it been for you thus far?
It's been amazing. The Friends of Waterfront Seattle put together a call for artists, asking for people to come and figure out ways to curate at the space artistically. I answered the call. I was the person chosen, and it was an amazing experience. Definitely, it's been a wild ride.
Well, before I pass it, I mean, one of the things that they said that I really appreciated was the intentionality about not just having you come down. Because I remember hearing this announcement and going, remember, I text you like, congrats, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what it meant exactly, right?
Yeah.
And so just listening to Yoon and Sarnisha, so much of their approach is about being intentional to bring people from the community into this entire design of how they're going to
Absolutely.
start approaching programming and approaching things like bringing artists in and local folks in.
Yeah.
And so I think, in terms of your experience thus far for you, that intentionality, how does that play out in the role that you're playing here at the Waterfront?
Yeah, I definitely think it was what needed to happen. I think given the fact that where we are now in the world, and like the whole sort of like situation of like having people that do things that have experience, and being the fact that I've never done anything curatorial before, and Friends of Waterfront took a chance on me, and we were able to do something amazing. And we had a lot of bumps in the roads, a lot of wallowing, a lot of pivoting, but we were able to make and curate something that was beneficial for so many different groups. We were very intentional about making sure that all cultures were represented, all age groups, all the demographics were here, and we ended up putting together 3 activations, actually, past, present, and future, that sort of spoke to those times. And I'm super happy with what came out. I'm so thankful to Friends of Waterfront and Vivian Phillips for their support through the whole process. What started out was supposed to be a 3-month activation ended up going a little bit longer, but I think the final product was definitely worth the lapse in time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, what's artists in residence or residents and artists? Man, what does that mean? Because when I think of residency,
Yeah.
I think like how Usher's down there at the Caesar's Palace for like, what I'm saying, 6 months. He's
Yeah,
in residency there.
Yeah.
Catch me every week or something. Like, what does that mean? And does that mean like you're exclusive here to the Friends of the Waterfront? I just want to know.
Yeah, so that particular residency was initially a 3-month residency, and the programming or the concept behind it is to have an artist curate experiences, artistic experiences in the space. So I took what was, I think, supposed to be 1 activation and turned it into 3, which made it a little bit a little bit longer. But again, I think we got a really great product out of it. And so yeah, I worked with Friends of Waterfront over the few months of last year. We curated 3 different experiences. They helped me sort of like figure out all the logistics and technology behind it, the behind the scenes, the production of it, and just really supported me in creating, making sure that my vision came to life the way I saw it.
Right. And
Yeah.
one of the things was Future Forward, right?
Future Forward, yes.
Future Forward. I think we got a quick slide up there. Oh, you can keep talking. She's gonna put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
What's Future Forward all about?
Future Forward, I think, is just about like what it says, bringing the future forward and making sure that we're taking steps to do things differently so that we get different outcomes with regard to public art, with regard to public spaces and how they're activated, who gets to be here, who feels welcome here, who feels at home in these spaces, and just trying to take a different type of approach to what city planning and things like that look like.
I love that. And, as you talk about city planning, I mean, one of the things that I got to say is you stay connected to the city.
Yeah.
I mean, and really to the community. Also, I mean, he's right. Community gets used in a broad term. But I got to say this, and put you out there a little bit because, T-Dub and I have a good relationship. And, the minute that it's like we need a design for something or, hey, we really need an artist, I'm able to call you up and you're like, you know what, let me fit that in. Let me work this out.
Absolutely.
And I just got to ask you, how is it for you to stay connected and plugged into your community, even as these amazing kind of like big opportunities come for you?
Sure.
We talked about, you being with Lake Union Partners and being there and, being very intentional for them to say, we need to have your voice and your aesthetic represented in the ways that we're doing buildings and redevelopment. But now
Absolutely.
Friends of Waterfront too.
Yeah.
But you do not lose sight of your community.
Yeah, you ain't out here big timing, are you?
Nah. I mean,
like what's happening?
T-Dub says accessible. I just had to ask
I mean,
about
man,
it.
what's up? You still getting chicken from Quick Pack?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
I
what's
don't eat
happening?
chicken, but we had Catfish Corner on a daily.
There we
All
go.
right, cool.
Yeah, no, community is definitely important for me. I'm born and raised in Seattle, Washington. My mom was born here. Mama T-Dub is in the building.
Mama T-Dub,
T-Dub,
what's
hey.
The
happening?
number one supporter. So we keep it rooted in the city, and I think it's important too when spaces change and when economics and those things are put to the forefront. It's so important to make sure that we're keeping true to home and keeping true to what made this space what it was, what made it viable. The Historically Black Central District made the city viable, and those spaces need to be honored and need to be revered in those types of ways. The people as well, and so I'm super thankful for all the opportunities that I've been given as a person from Seattle to be able to represent on this scale. And so, having the transplants and people that are moving here come here and see a Seattle artist doing big things is very important.
Yeah. No, you're doing big things for sure.
Yeah. Before we let you go, we're gonna get the mic right here.
Yeah.
So people can hear you loud and clear.
Most def.
You can tell people what's up next and how people can keep up with you, follow your
sure.
art, Instagram, things like that.
Yep, I'm on Instagram at TDUB Customs. That's TDUBCUSTOMS. Same name on all platforms. Also a part of Vivid Matter Collective. We'll be repainting our mural or touching up our mural on Monday, so we're gonna be out on the streets. Come by and say what's up.
Now, most of the viewers are hip, but for ones that aren't, you can let them know what is the mural.
Oh, so the Black Lives Matter mural on Capitol Hill, we were a part of that. Vivid Matter Collective created that mural. We're going to be out there with the city touching it up. Yeah, it was one of the other big things that we did last year. So it was a busy year last year, but we're taking it all in stride and making sure that, it stays community rooted. It stays rooted in the truth of what this moment is and what we want the time to be. And just showing up and showing out.
Yeah, I got to say, I mean, you're truly making history, T-Dub. And,
Thank you.
Just shout out to you for staying plugged in and connected. I love you so dearly.
Love you too.
You know this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm so excited for all that you have going on. And really, I'm glad that you could be here with us today to
Me
share.
too. Me
To
too.
share, because
Yeah.
honestly, the folks need to know who this person is
Yeah,
right here.
we got more to come, so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
All right.
Definitely.
Takiyah T-Dub Ward and Mama T-Dub.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama T-Dub over there raising the roof.
Stay rapping.